this year, we're going to be playing the Palladium, which where we are right now. It's probably the most prestigious venue we've ever played.
Very historic place, very chuffed to be playing here. And I can't wait to do the rattle your jewellery line on the stage over there, which I'm going to do to my family in the box.
The first memories of anything to do with the Palladium were probably watching Beatles footage when we were kids.
Paul McCartney must have stood anywhere around here. They all did. It's probably where all the hobnobbing went on with Brian Epstein and all his people back in the 60s.
Being able to play here is quite something for us, you know, coming from Liverpool, where the Beatles are bigger than religion, you know, it's fair to say.
We're playing the We're Here Because We're Here album, and nice 10-year anniversary.
Records itself is extremely special. Before we were talking about the band and about how it's a family, it's two families really. And on this album particularly, I get the feeling that we try to sort of express a bit of that.
I wish my mum could have seen it. I think that's what I haven't really considered that before, but yeah, you know, my mum and my dad would be extremely proud of this. You know, I mean, they passed away a long time ago, but yeah, I think when we do Twist and Shout in the encore, I might dedicate it to her, I think.
And the artwork on this record it's where we grew up. That's my junior school. It's in Anfield. This is Danny's school here, where he had a meeting. He was called before the headmaster, I guess you call it, and it was one of those questions of like, you know, what are you doing? You get into a bit of trouble. What are you going to do with your life? And Danny told him, I'm going to be a musician. And he was like, who are you now? You know. And Danny just had this thought, well, I'll show you. And he's right. You know, he's playing the fucking Palladium.
My highlights in the album is probably Hindsight, because it's not the best song. Dreaming Light is the best song, and that's probably the best song I've written, or at least the most important song I've written. But Hindsight has, hidden in the music is a narration of like just words that I wrote about thoughts on life, spirituality, connection, nature, all of that, love. And to this day, it's still the most profound thing I've ever written.
And some of the songs will sound as they do on the album, and some of the songs won't, because it's been 10 years and we might want to change things up a little bit. There's a track on there called Get Off, Get Out, which the album version turned out good, but it wasn't how we originally wrote the song. So we'll see when we get into rehearsal about how we want to present that. If it goes back more to the original idea, which is a bit more electronic based, or whether we do the album version, we'll see about that. But I think there'll be some surprises in there musically as well.
My favourite line on the album is Hidden in Hindsight, and to my memory I think it goes, for alive and not alone are we, the children of the world, here to witness time and the unfolding miracle of the soul. And that to me is, it's a bit niche, it's a bit like not everybody's spiritual, which is fine. You don't have to be spiritual. As far as I'm concerned, believing in love is the same thing as believing in God or whatever. It's just love is all you need. Like that was said here, I'm sure.
There are people from different countries that I know have been to more than 60 gigs. So there's a guy from Poland, there's a girl from Germany, there's a guy from England, and I'm sure there's more out there. But that's special. That's extremely special. You know, that you've made that much of a personal connection with somebody through your music, that they just need to see it live, you know, and they need to, and you become their favourite band. I don't know if there's any bigger honour in music, really, is there? What else are you doing it for?
One guy was a refugee from Syria and literally walked half the way to Germany, and he went through hell to get to Germany, and it took him ages. He had guns to his head, everything, and all he had was our CD, that got him through it. And I've met him, and he's a great friend now. And they did a documentary about him in Germany. And in the documentary, I was doing a gig and they didn't tell him. And he came to meet me backstage and he didn't know. And he was like really, to be honest, he was a bit taken aback. I think he didn't really know how to show his emotions, probably because he's had to be so restrained in that whole journey. He was a bit shocked, but he's a very, very loving friend now. And they did a whole special documentary about him. And he was called The Optimist. That was his name, The Optimist in German. And the album that we made, that's where I got the title.
Hello, this is Vincent and Daniel from Anathema.
Hello. We're playing the London Palladium. I've been asked to look into this camera and tell you all about it, so I will. The Beatles played here. That's all I needed to know. I was in. Best band of all time, obviously. This is the chandeliers up there, which you might be able to see in the shot. Have you got the chandeliers in the shot? There you go. And this is going to be a really, really special night. Playing the whole album of We're Here Because We're Here, all the way through, which is like our rebirth record, and it's a special one. And we'll also play some new songs from the new album that's coming, and we'll play...
Will we?
Yeah, of course we will.
Right.
Yeah, we well will, and it's going to be a really, really good night. Saturday night in London, you can't go wrong. It's nearly sold out, so
Yeah.
if we sell this out, honestly, I'll be made up. Cheers.